Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South Texas. It's September and it's time to take another look at the garden. But before we do that, I wanted to show you my jasmine because it's looking really good. And here it is. It's in full bloom and it's got bees all over. Now I don't know where these bees have been all summer because they haven't been in my garden. But the jasmine is just loaded with them. You can say it's in full bloom and it's putting off just a wonderful sweet scent. Well, it is starting to cool down a little. It's only getting into the mid-90s now, but that's quite an improvement. And I expect the temperature to continue to drop over the next few weeks. It's been nice. It's allowed me to get into the garden and start weeding, which I have been doing, and start to prepare the garden for our fall planting. But let's take a look at what we've got going yet here in the garden. So the sweet potatoes are looking good. I think we're ready to harvest these, and I plan on doing that next week. They haven't spread quite as far as they did last year, but still looking forward to a harvest. The pink eye purple hull peas, the plants look great. They've done real well in the heat. And they've put out a lot of pea pods. Unfortunately, something eats them as soon as the peas start to show up in the pods. So they do well in the heat, but not so well for critters. I'll have to find a way to protect those next year. The Malabar spinach, the seeds for this were sent to me by Ession's family garden, Sapper Gardener, and it has grown very, very well in the heat. So this is just 3 plants, and they look good. The turmeric is also looking good. Large, beautiful leaves. I'll be beginning to harvest those in November, I think, though I may leave some in the ground all year and just harvest them fresh. I have plenty of ground turmeric from last year. And the same for the ginger. It's looking really good. Again, I'll probably leave some in to just harvest as we need it for fresh. I still have lots of powdered ginger as well. So here are some lima beans that I planted the same time I planted the pink eye purple hulls, and for the last month they have been flowering profusely, but I haven't seen a single bean show up. Maybe if it cools down a little, there still might be a chance we'll get some, but no beans yet. So since it has cooled down a little bit, my pepperosini plant has started to bloom again. I haven't harvested any pepperosinis this year, but maybe there's still time. Maybe we'll get something out of this. I have harvested my watermelon and cantaloupe. Didn't really get any cantaloupe. What was there went to the chickens, but have 4 small watermelons, so that was okay. It looks like I have a sweet potato growing over here from where I planted the slips that I didn't get out. When we harvest the sweet potatoes, we'll take a look at that and see if there's anything there. So let's cut into one of the watermelons we grew this year. We got 4 or 5, all pretty small. This was probably in the middle. About 4.5 pounds. Let's cut it open and see what's inside. Wow, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get a slice here to try. Take a bite out of the center. That's always the best anyway, right? Nice and sweet, nice and sweet. Didn't get too many, and the ones we got were kind of small, but just about the right size really to cut open for my family. So pretty happy, successful on the watermelon this year. The okra is still growing, but I've stopped picking it now, just letting it go to seed. And we have several huge pods coming on. That will be more than enough seed for what I need. And it's time to harvest my moringa pods. They've pretty much all dried out. In fact, this one here is split open and has already dropped its seeds. So I need to get these off of the tree and get them saved. I went ahead and picked my moringa seed pods, or about half of them, the ones that were ready. So I got about 30 of them here. Pretty nice, and this one was almost split open by the time I got it in the house, and it's looking good. I mean, I think we have moringa seeds. Pretty happy with that. So the peanuts haven't done very well this year. We've dug up a few plants and only harvested, well, not even a handful of peanuts. So the rest of these will be coming out this week as well, but nothing really to show. One disaster though, the top of my pineapple plant seems like it rotted out and fell over. I don't know. Been babying that plant for a couple years, so I'm really sorry to see that happen, but I don't know, maybe we'll let it set there for a month or so and see if it grows anything, but I think it's done. So I pulled up the rest of the Cherokee tan pumpkins. I did find these 3 very small pumpkins hiding in the bush, but basically the harvest we got from Cherokee tan pumpkins was a couple months ago, and we got 10 real nice pumpkins. It didn't really pay for me to let them continue to grow through the very, very hot summer, but I'm happy with the results. First time I've grown them. So basically the rest of the garden we'll be getting ready for some fall planting to happen in October. I will probably plant onion seeds again this year in about 2 weeks, still before the end of September, and get those going. But the summer garden's over, time to think about the fall garden. Also, the very hot summer has caused most of my oranges to drop from the tree. There's still maybe half a dozen hanging on, but not going to be a huge harvest this year of the navel oranges. Well, that's what the garden looks like in September. We'll be getting ready for the fall planting here shortly. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you again next time.